They fire a powerful jet of water at their target. The best shooters will grow quickest. With food scarce, there's a race among small fish to master the water jet technique. But it's difficult to perfect. A fish must adjust its jet based on the prey's size and distance, and then compensate for the way light bends as it passes through the water surface. Getting it right can take hundreds of attempts. But there is a way to shortcut the learning process. A youngster can seek out a larger archer fish. It will stick close to the sharpshooter, spending its days studying the master's technique. When they part company, the young fish will resume his search for food. Somehow, in a way not yet understood, a young fish can imitate the adult's aiming and firing technique and shortcut the need to practice. Unfortunately, becoming a sharpshooter is only half the story. There's another reason why big fish get the lion's share. They're bullies. But armed with this newfound skill, a young fish's future will be brighter. The southwestern Pacific. A convict fish, and it's something of a marine architect. Underground, it has created a labyrinth of tunnels. This adult never ventures out of its burrow. What it eats is a mystery. But it doesn't live here alone. At another entrance, faces peer out. Juvenile convict fish. Unlike their parent, the youngsters are not tied to the burrow. And as they start to emerge, a trickle becomes a flood of fish. There are thousands of them. And they all help with the chores. Many hands make light work. The young fish swarm together, thousands of mouths gulping plankton. What the adults eat must somehow involve these youngsters. Whether the young feed their parents by regurgitating food or through some other mechanism, we just don't know. Whatever the answer, the youngsters provide their parents with a meal and in return get a roof over their heads. As the tide falls still further, it reveals the next course. To feed on this dish, they need a stone tool with a very particular shape. They're after rock oysters. To crack the shells open, they must strike the oyster in just the right place with their chosen tool. The lowest tide reveals a course that is particularly delicious, but also very hard to collect. Crabs have good eyesight and can move fast, so catching them requires a special trick. Before pouncing, the macaques wait for a wave to obscure their attack. Macaques learn their skills by watching their parents. But some techniques do take time to perfect. And time and tide waits for no macaque. The returning water closes the beach restaurant for another day. That does this. A female horned lizard guards her buried eggs and is keeping a lookout for anything that might interfere with them. A western patch-nosed snake. It is an egg eater. And she won't stand for it. The patch-nose is no match for this kind of aggression. Her eggs are safe, for now. Another predator, a coach-whip snake, and this species is a lizard eater, and she can tell the difference. The snake is too fast for her to outrun it, so she makes herself look larger and taller. The snake is wary of swallowing anything that looks as big and as spiky as this. And now the lizard plays her trump card. The snake isn't accustomed to prey that does this. One very confused snake. Now she can return to guard duty, and several months later she's rewarded with her first baby.
The goshawk. Armed with all the tools of the trade. Acute binocular vision. A sharp-hooked beak for ripping into flesh. And large, curved talons for grasping prey. That's standard issue. What makes her exceptional is how she chases down her prey. In a few wing beats, she hits 32 miles per hour, the fastest acceleration of almost any raptor. Using her tail as an air brake, she turns on a dime. Contort to the smallest gap. She needs to hit her target before it reaches cover. Hugging the terrain conceals her approach. And if it doesn't work the first time, goshawks are not just agile, they're patient too.